Michael.
There you are.
Friends, I want to record this moment with my friend Mike Fishesser.
Yay.
Check this book out. Okay. Now that is gorgeous, Mike.
You like
Oh, it looks
Yeah.
beautiful. Okay. So I gotta tell you, I spent between 60 and 70 hours with Mike here editing and laying out this book. I did the art for him. He came up with the concept. Mike, tell me, do you mind if I sell your book? If I just clue people into what this is, I mean, or I'll not do that if you don't
No, I
want me
can
to.
do it real quick. I mean,
Talk about the book and what this is.
Sure. It's a cave in North Georgia called Ellison's Cave.
It's one of the deepest caves in the world, right?
No, not necessarily, but it's known for all its vertical work, all the shafts and pits and things. And we were honoring this guy, Marion Smith, who wrote the book in 1977 by including his entire book in
His entire book is in.
So Tony and I added photographs.
Oh
and all
man,
kinds
brand new photos.
stuff.
Some of the old classic photos from the old book.
1970 photos, and Tony enhanced them. It was pretty cool.
I didn't really do much to them. I just balanced the color, and it comes with an insert, a big old map that you've had printed off an insert.
Yeah. So there's a map of the cave. It was just made last year, updated map. 12 miles of cave passage.
12 miles. Look at this.
It's a beautiful map.
It is
it's
awesome.
Multi-layered levels in the cave.
So this book is for serious cavers.
Yeah, or just anybody interested in adventure. It's a great story. It's one of the
it's incredible. It's incredible. Now I have to say, so I laid out every page of it. I have not read every single page. The parts that I've read are fascinating, and it's just a great. And the photos are outstanding. The Reuter brothers and Jacob Lieber, right?
Yep.
The ones that did most of the photos.
Yeah. Thanks to them.
And so some of the first times these photos have ever been seen.
All right.
Oh, it's just fantastic. The color is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, I knew nothing about caving. I've done a number of projects with Mike. And Mike, the reason I like this and tickled and happy to work on it, it's the first time I've done a hardcore type book. I mean, it's a full-on book. So for 8 years, I did Christian Tours travel catalog, which was 224 pages, very complicated, lots of pictures, very structured though, not a pretty thing to look at, but you know, it was effective, it was good for sales. This is the first real book that did it all in Adobe InDesign. Of course, I'm pretty expert with InDesign, but not as up to date as I am with Dreamweaver and Photoshop and Premiere. Those are the programs I know the best, but this was so.
And this is the big pit. This is what the cave's famous for. It's called Fantastic Pit.
Fantastic Pit.
586 feet deep. So you've got to be an expert to go to the end of this cave. Not just anybody.
And Mike spent how many nights in this cave?
Oh, I don't know. It was many years, 20 years exploring it. But so I'm not one of the original explorers. We're honoring those folks.
But you're listed in here in the inventory. So there's a whole lot category or inventory of people from back when Marion did the book. Here it is. Here were all the all the different people.
That's in 1976. They were recorded. Who all did the big pit. Yeah.
So this was just awesome to work on. Like I said, I was fascinated by it. When he first came to me and said, "Hey Tony, I want you to do this book," I thought, this is going to be tough. It's going to take a lot of time, and I wasn't, Mike, it's going to take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because we had to do a lot of retypesetting. A lot of you just calling it out to me. Sometimes you're just sitting there, and I'm like a 40-word a minute typist.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I was like, Mike, stop a second.
But it turned out great. I can't wait for us to do another one.
And so, you know, so you know, those of you who don't know who Mike is, Mike, I could ask for like a 1-minute biography. You are one of the pioneers of Outward Bound, right? Am I wrong?
I worked for him for about 20 years. Yeah.
So is it
the
back
North
when
Carolina school and the national headquarters up in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now Mike is an entrepreneur who's doing. He has Beanstalk Journeys, Beanstalk Builders, Beanstalk Bridges.
Yeah, good memory.
And is that all of them, or is that?
Yeah, and then the TASC program for kids.
TASC, T-A-A-S-C.
Yeah, TAASC.US if you're interested.
So
kids program in Morganton, Asheville, and Brevard.
So he is like a big time adventure guy. He's been everywhere. I'm talking about all over the Yukon, up in Nunavut, all over Alaska, and
Yeah.
You've climbed. You've been a rock climber.
And how much do I have to pay you for this?
Well, you're famous,
this
man.
Promotion?
No, just you have to pay me a thing. Folks, listen. If you're interested at all in caves, or you want to see something that I've done, and you want to buy the book, I'm going to put a link or something.
Yeah, it'll be available through a company called Speleo Books. Speleo Books in New York. You can.
And how do you spell that?
Speleo, S-P-E-L-E-O, books, all one word. Speleo Books.
So
it'll be available through them.
If you're a serious caver, you're probably going to want this book. I'm talking about a lot of work. Mike and I sat for, like I say, I think we logged at least 60 or 70 hours. Now, maybe not you and me together the whole time. I think the entire project.
Yeah.
How many pages did it end up being? 200 and...
What is it? 235.
235.
Yeah.
And I mean, and man, the colors just pop. It turned out really great. That looks good. And and the company was it Blue? What's it called? Blue Ridge?
Black Mountain Press handled the printing.
Yep. Well, it's killer.
Cool.
And he wanted to bring this here and give it to me, but I wanted to actually be the first person to buy it. So he's getting ready to get some money from me.
So we're gonna charge him double. So you can have the honor.
All right. So. Listen, if you're interested, pick up the book. If you're not interested, get the book anyway. It's awesome. Help my buddy out here recoup his printing process.
Oh, that's
Thank you so much. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.